Okay, so now we're going to take the crab. So about this point here, keeping good tempo, being back at the first spawning camp. My tempo is finished here. Play is finished, instantly base, going back to my first spawning camp, which is Gromp. We also know Yi is going here, so we're just going to ping again. We're going to keep tracking him. The whole idea of jungling, guys, is literally just playing off of information. If you don't know who I am, my name is Coach Leo. I am an ex-pro player and challenger jungler, and for the past year, I've been helping hundreds of players just like you achieve their rank goals. If reaching your potential is something you are interested in, head on over to jungleacad.gg for more information. What is up, guys? Coach Leo here. So I have just had a coaching session. The notes and the focuses for that session right here, I thought it would just make actually a really good fundamentals video, because I realized that these 3 fundamentals are essentially can allow you to have really good early games. So we're just going to be focusing on these 3 fundamentals for the early game. Going to give you guys a bit of a, a challenger thought process breakdown in this diamond/master tier game. And so yeah, very first thing on this, game plan, where can I get a kill, strong side, weak side, scaling versus early game. So if we analyze this comp right here, we have Garen versus Maud top, pretty even scaling. Jarvan versus Yi. Yi probably outscales me. Aatrox versus Sylas mid, pretty even scaling. And then we have this bot lane. So I would say in this game, the scaling, there's no real extreme scaling advantage. We are going to be pathing towards the bot side still. In this kind of game, when you have like Enchanter versus Engage support, the way you want to think about this is that, the enemy may play aggressive and you want to be there to counter the aggression. That's the kind of idea. And now just in terms of downloading enemy path, we really want to get a ward on the enemy camps, which we'll get in a second. Yeah, we really want to download the enemy path. I'm going to also be showing you guys just how to be an absolute tempo demon, because in this coaching session that I just had, a big talking point was just keeping good tempo, always being back at the first spawning camp unless we were 100% chance to get a free kill or an objective. Okay, the way I like to describe it is regular tempo and spare tempo. Regular time, meaning our camps are alive, we should only go for ganks and plays that are guaranteed, which we think is 100%. And this kind of framework, I'll talk a bit about spare tempo when we get there. Spare tempo is essentially when all your camps are down. This kind of gives you a framework of, a lot of the time I get asked the question, what should I do? Should I gank? Should I farm? Guys, League of Legends is not black or white, but this framework is very good, especially for low elo and newer junglers, because it allows you to keep strong in the game. And if you do go for a play in your regular tempo, meaning you have camps alive, if you do go for a play, then you can be like, well, I thought this was guaranteed. Why did it fail? Right? And that's the sort of mentality you should have. Anything else, any other mentality that you have, if you think, oh, I need to gank to help someone, which we'll talk about in the spare tempo. So third camp here, as you can see, Master is showing. So as soon as we see this, because we have this ward, we now have him downloaded. We have him completely downloaded now. Okay, so he's clearing to bot. We are clearing the same. So his Krugs are my Gromp. We have the exact timers. Really, my goal, honestly, here is just to clear the bot as fast as I can. And yeah, I want to show you guys how to be a tempo demon as well. I think, even though I'm playing a champion like Jarvan, as you can see, already getting pinged from your team to do really kind of bad ganks. So, you know what? Here, I'm just going to mute all. I'm just going to make sure I'm not influenced by anything. Even though that was like the most tame ping ever. I'm just going to mute because I want to show you guys that. Okay, so now we've cleared all our camps. Now we are technically now in spare tempo. So in spare tempo, you can look for plays like this. Now we know that Master is pathing towards the bot side as well. So we can still go for this play. I'm just going to pink ward this. I'm just going to ward this. And we're just going for a spare tempo play. Okay, no play is found. Master is now here. So we're having a look at what's happening. We know Master is here now as well. So we're just going to chill here for a second. Maybe we can one-shot the Maokai. Have to kite a little bit. Okay, maybe this play was actually not very good because we had to also focus the Maokai. All right. Interesting play, but it's okay. We ask ourselves what's next. Actually, he hadn't actually warded. That's why he was able to W me. It's okay. So what's next? We immediately path back to the top side. We switch to Oracle Lens and we straight away path back to the top side. So even though this play didn't really go our way, right? We're going to make use of the fact that Yi is still showing here. Okay, team is smurfing it a little bit. And because we have his camp timers, right? Because we have his Krugs timer, we're instantly going to run straight to his Krugs. Because we know from camp, from downloading his path, we know that his Krugs are our Gromp. Now, he should be basing and absolutely sprinting here right now. But seeing as, I kind of understand how long it takes for him to get here, and I still have a smite as well, we can go ahead and take this camp straight away. So we will use a smite. We will kind of like pull it away from where he's coming from. Because we're not really interested in actually fighting him here. We're more interested in just taking the Krugs and leaving. And now as I leave here, I'll just ping. Here we go. There he is. That's why we want to leave. We ping, we back. We don't stay here. We value our tempo. We're back to regular tempo, which means all of our camps are up right now. we're just going to do a full clear to bot again. So the reason why, just to quickly analyze why we think that the bot play failed. Okay, the reason why I think the bot lane play failed is because, again, when you have these kinds of bot lanes, it is really important that you kind of let the enemy make the aggressive play. I think the bot lane play was bad as well because obviously we focused the Maokai, the support, who has Aftershock. Very, very tanky. And yeah. Okay, so we're clearing down now again. Master is also clearing down. We know he's a little bit faster than us on the bot side here. He's a little bit faster than us because we took his Crocs. Small chance he actually could be on my Raptors here if he thought, well, Jarvan took my Krogs. He's going to be a bit slower on his second clear. And I want to just ping my bot lane here because this is a very, very likely play from the Yi. And just because we've downloaded his path and we're just keeping good tempo and we're not wasting time doing anything here. And we just keep clearing. Now we think about what his options are. There he is. He's ganking bot. So we're immediately just going to run here. And if nothing happens or if they die straight away, I can always just go back to my camps. But it's really always worth to run here straight away. Oh, my team died. Okay, we just do Krugs. They might actually try and dive Soraka here. I'm actually going to... So I want to bait my Soraka here. I want to let Maokai go on him. Okay, Master is going around. Here we go. Maokai's about to go. Okay, they're looking to find me instead. Smart play from them. Aatrox is coming here, so maybe we can look for a knock-up. Yep, we can. Aatrox is here. So we can fight. Looks like a very, very good fight. And that's it. Can we take drag? Can we take drag? I think we can. And the main reason is just because I have 2 smites. Okay, and my team is helping me here. So we actually can take dragon here. When you have 2 smites and you have people helping you, you can see how fast this can be. You know, if my team didn't help me here, if I didn't have 2 smites, I'd probably just take the crab and then just leave. Okay, so now we're going to take the crab. So about this point here, keeping good tempo, being back at the first spawning camp, my tempo is finished here. Play is finished, instantly base, going back to my first spawning camp, which is Romp. We also know Yi is going here, so we're just going to ping again. We're going to keep tracking him. I'm going to buy up real quick. So why did I not go to my Krugs here, right? Why did I not just invade him or something like that? Number one is because I know what he did. I know he just full clear down. I know all his camps here are dead. And I want to be back on my Gromp and my blue, for example. You see the little yellow dot appears. So if you need Porofessor or something like that, right, to always be back at first, go for it. You know, I'm pretty against like apps like Porofessor, but you know, those kind of apps. But the camp timers are something that I completely support. If you want to get those camp timers, go get them. Okay, so again, regular tempo, right? I'm not going to do anything besides clearing camps in my regular tempo, unless I think it's a free kill or a guaranteed kill. So you can see here, something is happening here, right? Something is happening here. I'm just going to keep clearing. Literally just going to keep clearing. Speaking about the next kind of objective, right? It is the grubs that are spawning. My Maud has ult soon. So I might pivot here to taking this, but as I can see, my Soraka is basing. I could ping him to stay, and so we can actually just like fight this. But for the sake of this, yeah. Anything? Only if they really dive deep. Only if they really dive crazy. Now I can see Yi invading here. I'm just gonna take it. This might not be good for you in a second. Master you. Yep. Not good for you in a second. So, you know, when they have a lot of resources, for example, when the Maokai is here, okay, don't just fight. Don't just fight. This was like a kind of a minimizing situation where I want to smite my Crow. My main objective there is just to get the Raptors. So again here, right? Just going to do my camps. Literally just going to do my camps, and it's about to be my spare tempo again. And in my spare tempo, I might just look to recall behind my bot lane. Now, you can use your spare tempo on the opposite side. So for example, right, there's not really much going on down the bot lane here, right? Not really much going on. So I can now use my spare tempo to go here. Okay. Recalling behind them would have been a good idea here, but I think that also Master is recalling or going topside. And it's also really nice. I have my power spike, my sundered, really nice here. Buy armor. Buy a little armor for the Master Yi, because I'm going to be going Tabbies this game. Tabbies is really good. And we're going straight to the top scuttle. Straight, looking for the next camp that we want to farm. We know the Yi is here. We know Yi also has no ult, and we are way stronger than Yi now. So we can even maybe potentially just walk past it here and look for his Raptors, just to get some information. All right, we go past here. We E this. Okay, he's not here. He's bot. So here, instantly do this. Tell my bot lane to be safe. Good luck to my bot lane though. Just good luck. You would never want to run across the map here to defend this situation. All you can do, the best thing you can do for your team is just ping. And because my tempo has been so good this entire game, right? Because I've kept such good, keeping good tempo, because I'm always back at my first spawning camps, Yi's not able to take my camps here. As I see my Aatrox taking this. Right? And now he just feels forced to do something because he doesn't have any camps to farm. Now obviously, like, you know, he's getting a little bit mind controlled here. I could go for his Krugs here, but I'm just going to clear down again. It's kind of out of the way. I'd rather just get my camps back, putting them back on timer here, really. Okay, so we just clear. Boom, boom, boom. Keeping good tempo, keeping them camp cycling. You know, you can see here, look at my CS, right? I'm basically 9 CS per minute on Jarvan. You know, a bruiser champ. Some people think of Jarvan, and the student that I coached was playing Jarvan, and his opinion, he thought that Jarvan was kind of like a support champion, but it's not. Any bruiser is not a support champ. You know, there are only a few real support junglers. Poppy is kind of one, but even now, Poppy's kind of a bruiser. You know, maybe Ivan. Even Ivan has like the AP build, right? So jungle is not really... You shouldn't really play jungle like a support, okay? So here again, I clear all my camps. What are we going to do in our regular tempo? Regular tempo jobs, clearing vision. Counter ganking. Looks good. So I'm actually going to really bait this. I'm going to tell my team, hey, like, let this happen. Like, I'm just going to have to throw EQ here just for the case of, okay, now TP's coming in. Looks good. I can use my flag here to knock up E again, maybe. Okay, never mind, I didn't need to. Oh, this is getting dicey. So also remember, there's a lot of cases, right, where I see Yi or I see someone and I'm not just, or for example, when my Soraka was getting dope bot, you need to sometimes bait ganks, okay? Like bait the gank to happen. Obviously my Aatrox is just kind of smurfing this game with the TP. If my team just got one shot there, all I would do is just back away, right? If Aatrox wasn't TPing, I would just say, oh, sucks. My Soraka got one shot, is what it is. And then again, instantly just basing here, keeping good tempo. Nothing left to do here. Get the nice spy. Okay, Yi shows up now. So it's about to be mid game. We're going to talk a little bit about uptime, downtime now, and how I'm just going to continuously translate this lead. So right now, the major win con, okay, for myself, a bruiser Jarvan, who's really strong in this game, is I want to translate my lead to these souls, to the Dragon Soul. When it gets around 14 minutes, it isn't just like full clear to bot anymore. The regular tempo, spare tempo thing is pretty much just an early game fundamental, okay? So this is going to be my last clear, technically, in like the early game. Okay, so I'm still going to just clear the bot. I'm still thinking regular tempo, spare tempo. So we're just going to clear down again. And the whole idea of jungling, guys, is literally just playing off of information. So for example, if you can stop doing the full clear thing, right? If you have some kind of guaranteed play. Oh, Yi gank spot and I know his top side's up or something like that, right? You can get some sort of advantage. Right now, the map's not telling me anything, right? Yi is not showing. You know, Garen going top, not a guaranteed play because maybe he has flash. So again, this is just a really, really great framework, especially for new players to get that, you know, understanding. Yeah, you don't have to win every single game, right? If you lose a game and you're doing this framework and you're thinking about regular tempo, spare tempo, and you're not just randomly starting objectives and, you know, you're downloading the enemy jungles. If you're doing all these things well and you lose, you shouldn't feel discouraged because it's about consistency. Okay, so cleared my camps. Now I've got some spare time. Spare time, look, spare time fundamentals, spare time jobs, I call it. Regular spare tempo jobs, clearing vision. Now I want to actually stay. I want to tell my team here, hey, stay here. So I'm micromanaging my team as well. Okay, he doesn't show up, so we just take. We just take. We have two judges of smite, so we just use it here. Look for more. Nothing more. Nothing left to do here. Oh, Silas is moving, so we want to ping this and just want to go on him. We want to fight around here. Okay, my team's... Are they getting caught? Let's see. It looks like a good fight still. I think we're just going to chase this guy and make sure he dies. Oh, my flash was kind of int. Oh, my team TP'd as well. My team is actually too good this game. I won't lie. Okay, they FF'd. So actually, the early game is the main thing I wanted to actually even go through this video. I know it was... You know, I had some demon soul laners with their TPs, but this is the framework, okay? This is a really, really good early game framework. This is what you build off. This is the foundation of jungle pathing. If you guys want to see more videos like this, leave a comment below. If you're able to learn something from this video, consider leaving a sub and a like, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.